Так, я вернулся. Всем привет. Хорош там, говорит. Осуждаю. Так, а где музыка? Музыка ушла, да? Привет, спелкастер, мяу, волк-модник. Макс, привет, Макс. Городской детектив спешит на помощь. Ага, мгм. Спешим, как раз таки. Очень спешим. Разве не заметно, как мы спешим? Хорошо. Нажрався. Суббота. То, что надо.
Earl Phelps, a shooting at the 111 Club.
Точно звук есть? Точно.
6232. Sounds like a homicide beef. Two of the dead guys caught in the crossfire were carrying Army surplus morphine. Get over there before homicide tramples all over the place. We already cleared that up. Judge in Pasadena took the big sleep yesterday. He had a personal stash of 20 cigarettes. Appears we didn't get all of it.
I'm going to memorize your name
You think those
and throw
Vice
my
boys
head away.
get any on the side?
Какие у них столики?
Just can't seem to put this morphine to sleep. A dead judge. It's not good. Everyone has their vices. Even you, Phelps.
Блин, мы каждый раз все дальше и дальше в участке оказываемся. И выходить все дольше и дольше. Так, эксит сюда.
I've seen people like you, but I had to pay admission.
I don't care. I don't go in for
Хорошо, хоть таблички добавили. Одобряем.
You're behind the wheel.
So you can't really help me.
А что это, мне даже не дают выбрать, куда ехать? Интересно.
Parker and Green are going toe-to-toe for the top job. There's a change in the wind.
About time.
This wind will be like a tornado, Phelps. Parker's got a puritanical streak. You never know we'll get swept up in a thing like that.
Пуритане. Какой я необразованный, а?
Homicide guys
Пытаюсь сообразить, кто такой пуританин.
Bukowski.
Phelps, back again.
We're here about the morphine.
Over by the bandstand. You can see what's left of the owner, Eddie McGoldrick, 26, former Marine.
I know Eddie McGoldrick. He was a non-com in my old unit.
I'm sorry to hear that, Cole. Waitress said he recently came into some money and bought the club.
Who are the other Vics?
Two musicians, Biddleston and Bow. And get this, they used to be in a four-piece, but the trombone player and the drummer OD'd.
Don't tell me. Lamont and Tyree? We've met the rest of the band.
Now they're a no-piece.
Do you mind if we take a look around?
Be my guest. You might want a word with the hostess, too. I'll keep her company until you're ready.
Ни хрена у них тут вечеринка.
1,000 rounds into him. Certainly sends a message.
When you're ready to have a civil conversation, we can try again.
Поговорить мы всегда успеем. Опа, что? Розочку возьми. То есть больше там ничего нет.
Never the same, are they?
Ценного пока ничего нет вообще. Пусто. Опа.
Gotta be something big, right?
Ну и чё на окурки смотреть? Что там происходит в окурочках-то?
Well maintained, custom case. Someone cared for this instrument. What's that click? Another day,
Предик.
another dollar. Neat
Опа.
trick. Case must have cost more than the trumpet.
Синяя комната.
We should follow up on the musician angle. Kept his stash close at hand.
Интересно у них музыкант.
Find anything interesting?
И дудят в трубу. Звучит грустненько. Привет, Вассарати. Опа, морфинист. Яд.
We have a new source, or is this coming from what's left in circulation?
Осторожно, яд. Ничего, да? Блин, как же шея хрустит у этих мужиков и женщин. К каждому подходишь, он хрусть, хрусть, хрусть. И голова отваливается. По крайней мере, об этом думаешь, когда вертишь голову. Веллар.
Dozen packs to a carton, 100 cartons or more. Looks like a couple of months' supply. These look brand new. Never fired. Haven't been degreased yet. We could check on the serial numbers.
Is this guy
Ну
hunting
да,
for
улики.
bear? Look at these things.
They're BARs. You get the odd guy who sneaks one of them home from the war. How did he get 3 of them? Army surplus morphine, Army surplus weapons, Army surplus valors. Sound familiar?
We should get back to the station and check the details of what exactly was lifted from that ship.
Так, подождите-ка. У нас есть Б, у нас есть С. А где А? Где у нас улика номер А? Я хочу сказать, а вот она. Но не могу, я не вижу. А, а, вот она. Понял.
Ma'am, I'm Detective Phelps, Administrative Vice Squad.
Welcome to the 111 Club, Detective. Feels like I've had half the LAPD in here today already.
Какая она спокойная. Наверное, каждый день ее расстреливают мужиков каких-то.
Any idea who did the shooting?
No idea. It was my day off. If I had been here, honey, I'd be full of holes just like the others.
Вообще вроде спокойная, да?
Well, you must have some thoughts.
We get all types in here, officer.
Нет, неспокойная. Окей.
Tell us about Eddie.
Eddie didn't know a thing about running a nightclub. He came into some money and waltzed in and bought the place. The previous owner thought all his Christmases had come at once.
Вот сейчас спокойная, да? Вообще ни лишнего движения,
Where do
ничего.
you think he got the money?
My guess was that he was selling the sort of quality product that you don't need to advertise.
Thank you for your help, ma'am.
Eddie was in over his head, but he was a decent boss.
Но с ним было приятно работать. Понятно. Извалял его в крови.
Bad luck, Eddie. Okinawa couldn't kill you, but knowing the wrong people in this city.
Как же она хрустит, а? То есть у него ничего вообще нет.
They didn't even try to crack the safe.
I want to see.
Swear this town is going straight to hell.
Excuse me, officer.
You know the way. You
I
can drive.
just want to see.
Where are we going?
Что ты говоришь?
This is a secure area. You all need to leave.
Как же они меня послушали?
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Мы едем в отделение. Зачем-то. Сразу загрузочка, не разговоров. Синяя комната. Жесток ты. Люди отдыхают, они не бухают, они отдыхают культурно. Почему сразу называть их синяками?
What's going on?
That fucking rat Stoker has gone public about Brenda.
Who is Brenda?
Brenda is LA's most famous madam.
And everyone knows it?
Of course everyone knows. Brenda pays her way.
Are we cops or a collection agency?
Whores have been around since the Bible. Our job is to keep it off the street so Joe Citizen and his wife can stroll around unmolested.
Then we should change the law.
Are you out of your mind? Every politician in America is against prostitution, except when they're using them.
So where does Stoker come in?
He objects to the LAPD and the administration taking its cut.
Is everyone in on this?
Yeah, and that's the problem. From a little acorn does a large tree grow. He could bring the whole thing crashing down on us.
Aren't you supposed to be working the
Sir, do you know which robbery detectives are working the Army surplus theft from the Coolidge?
Caldwell and McManus? I saw Caldwell in the squad room not long ago if you want to speak to him.
Thank you, sir. We'll do that.
This way.
Хорошо, хоть проводник есть. Чтоб не блуждать. Уважаю такие моменты в играх, когда надо. Появляется проводник и ведет нас.
Harry, you got a minute?
Sure, Cole, anytime.
You've been working the docks robbery on the SS Coolidge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or some of the guys on the ship.
What else was taken apart from the morphine?
Case of BARs, case of Thompsons, crate of Valor smokes.
Homicide just recovered 3 BARs and a mountain of cigarettes at a shooting at the 111 Club.
No kidding. I better get over there.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
Выбил я кривые мечи зверолюдей для
How do we
теста.
connect the docks robbery to the mess at the 111 Club?
Так, а что было сказано? Сколько, что у тебя за статы? Ну, я в любом случае, что при определенных статах эти пушки лучше. Там где-то к 120 уровню. Сразу-то, если взять... Алло. У тебя, алло. Какие 24 силы? Ты что, смеешься? У тебя должно быть где-то 62 силы и, скажем, 45 колдовства. Что это такое 24 силы? И заточку сделай кровавую, по-моему. У них же нет в базе. Копия декларации. Ага. Опа, Стэтхэм, чат. А чё мы ищем? Как правило, когда, ну, такое можно собрать, когда просто играешь. На НД всем таким особо заниматься некогда. Ты себе пушку взял и пошел.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down
Так,
to one
просто
round.
проклацаем, да? По фамилиям, по идее. А то у меня голова не варит. Я без понятия, что мне искать надо.
I say we
Enough to
bust
arm
in
3
there and find the
companies.
goddamn evidence.
Просто по этим поклацать, что ли?
Here's our backroom arsenal from the 111 Club.
Келса? Да, Келса. Я не обратил
This
внимания
is the crate we recovered.
на фамилию.
500,000 cigarettes loose on the streets of LA.
I want to make homicide.
Some of
I
these
mean, you
guys
know
are
you
from
made
my
it
old
if you
unit.
got that desk.
They must have finally shipped home. Kelso, Sheldon, McGoldrick.
Sheldon.
McGoldrick was on the boat?
Sure, we checked him out.
McGoldrick bought the 111 Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar.
Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscled.
By whom?
Dragner or Cohen. They control the hop.
Thanks, Harry. Stay in touch on this.
Все закручивается в одну линию.
I don't care. I don't go
Не,
into
неправильно
litigating
сказал, да?
scot-free.
Все закручивается в один клубок. Не знаю насчет женщин и детей во Вьетнаме, потому что я что это, кого-то убивал во Вьетнаме, ну, кроме челов, которые в меня стреляли. Что-то я об этом не знаю, не слышал, первый раз слышу. Я не убийца, только вчера кого-то задавил, но я не специально.
Can you drive to this one?
Do we know where we're going?
Ну, неважно, на Окинаве, в смысле.
How well did you know the owner?
Goldrick? Well enough. He was in my unit.
That's some cruel irony. You survive the war, then get blown to pieces back home.
It happens more than you'd think. Young guys trying to adjust to normal life, getting mixed up in the wrong crowds.
The kid had just bought a nightclub. I'd say he got mixed up in the right crowds.
Until someone filled him full of holes.
You don't come into that kind of money that quickly without pissing a few people off.
Получается, охотимся за своими корешами. Шелдон, который медик, да? Который хотел денег заработать для своих. Заработал, проверяй. Синяя комната для синяков.
I check coats. That's all I get paid to do.
Понял.
Take a break, boys.
We would like them to stay, Miss Lickman. We're making inquiries into the recent deaths of 4 musicians.
Since when have the police cared about dead black men?
Good point. We don't. What we care about is 2 tons of Army surplus morphine showing up on the street. If you care about working in this town, you better give me something on Biddleston and Bow, or their knucklehead buddies Tyree and Lamont.
And this is your idea of making inquiries, Untersturmführer?
I've told you 1,000 times about speaking that German gibberish at me, Elsa.
Roy, how about you get a drink while I see to this?
Will you sit down?
Why antagonize him, Elsa? You know what he's capable of.
Ask your questions, head officer. We have work to do.
Симпатичная.
People are dying of overdoses. If you know anything about it, you need to tell me.
I can't help you.
A lot of cats are into the thing. There's nothing special about your boys.
I'm not looking to arrest users. I'm after the supply.
You just don't get it, do you? Some people can't live without heroin.
А нет.
My partner mentioned a couple of names. You recognize them?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Так, а у нас же ничего нет, да?
The only way you're going to get rid of me is to give me an answer.
I knew Cornell. We worked together a few years ago. He loved the music, but the music didn't love him.
What does that mean?
It means that he just wasn't that good. He was a sad, lonely cat.
Boys, take 5 minutes, please. I need to have a private word with the officer. Why do you ask people to risk talking about a subject that could have them jailed?
Drugs are against the law, Elsa.
And you're so full of courage, you have never felt ashamed.
This is getting us nowhere.
Do you think you'll win your war against narcotics?
It's not my war. It's against the law. My job is to prosecute the laws of this city.
Do you think you can stop people from needing drugs, detective?
I'm asking the questions here.
Then why do you come to me with your stupid questions? You know who controls the drugs in this city.
It's not enough to just survive, Elsa. You have to try and make the world a better place.
Brave words and very noble. But words are just words, Colfax.
She's right. We need to pay a visit to the mixer.
Cohen? Do you know where to find him?
This time of day? You'll find him holding court at the Macambo.
He can wait. There's something I need to be sure of. Give me till tomorrow morning.
Мне нужно, говорит, что-то проверить. Пойдет проверять задницу девушки. Алло, у тебя жена есть, чел? Нет? Как там яйца? Привет, сукар. Нормально? Что с ними случится? Покрасились. Лежат себе, ждут удачного момента. Что с этими яйцами может случиться? Если мои яйца украдут инопланетяне, знаете, я не огорчусь. Всем расскажу. Сделаю видеоотчет о том, что инопланетяне украли у меня яйца. Как бы странно это ни звучало. Чё сказано было? Подождите.
Shit. Too much slack. Get closer.
Это был ДТП на удачу. Понял. Сань, нельзя просто так к молодой женщине ночью заявляться на чай. Это все может плохо закончиться. У тебя есть костюм? Есть. Спортивный. Официального нет, костюма нет, нафиг он мне нужен. Шляпа Федора? Конечно, есть. В скобочках нет. Лон, она еще даже раздеться не успела, а ты уже пристаешь. То есть я следил за ней, а он следил за мной. Я правильно понял? Если инопланетяне украдут яйца, то Харт их
We're looking for Mayor
найдет.
Cohen. I believe he has lunch here.
There's not going to be any trouble, is there?
Which table?
Number 3. If you'll follow me.
drove me up to Mulholland. Needed some
Нуар. Блин, если меня отправят искать яйца, то все, парни. Мы без яиц останемся.
LAPD. We have some questions
Hi,
regarding...
Mickey. How's it hanging?
Fine. Just fine, Roy. I see you brought Iga Beaver along. Hope he's not going to put the shakes on me again.
Cole Phelps, Mickey Cohen.
Good afternoon.
He has manners. Aren't you a little green for this kid?
Meet Johnny Stompanato, Cole. He has the biggest schlong in Hollywood and the smallest gun. Or maybe that's the other way around. I can never quite remember.
You're a funny guy, Roy. Haven't I always said what a funny guy Roy is? And how much fun it would be to get together with him sometime.
Poor Johnny. He's the dark, sensitive type. He's a serviceman too, Cole. Johnny was at Okinawa.
You were in the crotch?
6th Marines.
The lieutenant who won the Silver Star up on Sugarloaf. I've heard of you.
Something like that.
All right, have we finished flirting? You got something to discuss, Roy? Or are you going to stand around beating the meat while my lunch gets cold?
We have some questions.
Do I need my lawyer?
Знаете, на кого он мне напоминает? Сериал сейчас Супермен и Лоис
Think a bright
идет.
spark might have blown a fuse, Roy. Hey, you still there, kid?
Супермен и Лоис идет сериал.
Your brother-in-law.
Так
Lenny
вот, лицо
Finkelstein,
очень
selling
похоже.
stolen morphine. He had 1/3 of the
Я
shipment.
пару серий посмотрел
Old news, kid.
и что-то забросил.
I don't know anything about what Lenny was up to.
Да, Лоис играет.
So I'm supposed to believe that you don't know what happened to the rest of the shipment.
Lenny, God rest his soul, was a moron. He was family, though, and I haven't made a beef about that, so count yourself lucky, kid. The H is a filthy habit, and I don't condone it. The simple solution would be to have all the dope fiends put down.
So you don't know where he got the morphine.
Kid, ask a question you might get an answer to.
We believe there's a link between a group of Marines and the morphine stolen from the SS Coolidge. One of those Marines was shot to death in a club last night.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Как он это... Улыбку убрал с лица. У нас опять же ничего нет, да?
So you haven't heard anything about what happened at the 111 Club?
What can I say, kid? I'm shocked that in the land of opportunity, Uncle Sam's finest feel the need to resort to crime. It's a dangerous business. I can attest to that. I'd recommend they get out of the life. Quickly.
A few Negroes
Привет.
saying goodbye on the
Привет,
sidewalk
Бум.
will never make the papers, Mickey. But we had a judge in Pasadena say adios the other day. Prominent white people popping their clogs makes everyone nervous.
You know dope has never been my thing, Roy. It's always been for schmendricks like Jack D and Jimmy Utley. But I'll ask around and I'll get back to you. Hey, you boys want some lunch? How about a drink?
We'll take a rain check on that. Come
Да,
on, Cole, we're
посадили.
leaving.
Конечно.
We have
Проверяйте.
to cut that dope. It looks bad with people dying.
We have to get the rest of it. There's no way of watering down the stuff in those little packages. You have to put the squeeze on those guys and get the rest of it.
They don't seem the type to frighten that easy.
We'll see.
2-2, ты там подкрутишь, что ли? Сам в шоке?
KGBL is going crazy. Shots fired at 1384 North Bronson.
1-1 было, а вот чтоб 2 из 2,
Every car. Go.
это что-то странное.
And then the louse calls and says he's gonna marry in England.
Это что-то невероятное. Чё, ты видишь?
You can drive.
All right, where to?
Хотя давайте я поведу все-таки. Блин, подождите-ка. Не в обратную сторону. Что-то я был уверен, что... Ладно, неважно. Упс. Немножко поцарапал твою машину и соседнюю тоже. И там не это. Не обращай внимания. Подожди. Главное, чтобы пешеходов не было. Это самое опасное. Летим на всех парах. Блин, можно было тут, наверное, повернуть. Как он дрифтит, не говорите. Кто там стреляет? А главное, нахрена? В чем смысл стрелять по автобусу с людьми? Алло, я ему в голову вообще-то попал. Три раза в голову попал. Так, как пройти? Не надо. То есть он стреляет в другую сторону, только я высовываюсь, сразу мгновенно 3 пули в меня. Чек. Это скрипт прям какой-то. Нет. Так, что делать? По одной стрелять, что ли? Чек. Прям скрипт ощущается. Если бы люди так стрелять умели, точно. Мгновенно. Алло, я ему уже десяток пуль в голову всадил. Это что такое? Или мне не убить его надо, а что-то сделать? Обойти как-то, наверное. Скрипты? Отсюда стрелять? Странно. Странно, ну ладно. Хрена у него там патронов. Какой же он снайпер? Ну, вообще-то тогда, строго конкретно, пули даже не попадали. Зик. И тогда написали, мол, ваша стрельба неэффективна. А тут мы попадали, было видно, что попадание есть. И нам не писали, что наша стрельба неэффективна. Поэтому ситуации все-таки разные. Я тоже об этом подумал сразу, но там было видно.
Phone number and restaurant table.
Что такое МГС? Metal Gear Solid. Это прям пулемет какой-то.
It's one of the BARs.
Без понятия, я в пушках вообще не разбираюсь. 0.
I know that guy. Felix Alvaro.
He's one of the guys from the ship?
His name was on the manifest.
Looks like McGoldrick wasn't the only one to get a message.
Hey, Alvaro.
Hey, Lieutenant.
He's just a plain detective now, Chico.
Who's the jughead?
This is my partner, Roy Earl. We just want to find out what happened.
What happened is that someone took a shot at my bus. And then cops turned up and start treating me like I'm some sort of Pachuco punk. My people have been in California for over 300 years.
Very fucking admirable,
B4-1.
Felix.
Ну, вообще F1. F1 нажимаешь. B4-2. Может быть. Я в КС последний раз 10 тысяч лет назад. И покупал через B тоже 10 тысяч лет назад. У меня бинты на F1, F8 стоят. Так что я вручную уже 10 тысяч лет не покупал ничего.
You hear anything about the big heist on the Coolidge?
Yeah, I heard about it.
So what happened?
Not much. Cops came and interviewed me and all the other guys on the ship.
I was down at the 111 Club this morning, waiting for the medical examiner to scrape Eddie McGoldrick's brains off the bar. You want to tell me anything about that?
I heard that Eddie came into some money. Too bad he didn't keep a low profile. It's a tough break to get through Okinawa and then have to buy it back home.
Опа, правильно. Базовые знания, примерно как монетка за деревом перед пещерой с бандитами. Каждый должен знать. Не знаю. Это вообще никак на игру не влияет, смех. Учитывая, что в игре есть бинды. Ты один раз биндишь, и все, и во всех играх ты используешь одинаково. Тебе это просто не нужно.
Who's shooting at you, Felix?
How the fuck do I know?
Felix, we didn't go through Okinawa to come back to this on our streets.
I've got the LAPD to keep me safe, right? Me and all my people.
We'll be in touch, Felix.
You heard that Jack is in LA?
I saw his name on the manifest.
He's been here a couple of months. Sure glad to see you got over your wound, Lieutenant. I mean, Detective.
Джек
Pretty cool
Келса.
customer.
He's been under fire before.
You buying his story?
Not for a minute.
Подожди, позвонить надо. Раз уж можно, давайте позвоним. 12:47.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Jack Kelso.
Just a second. Jack Kelso, apartment 4, 1408 North El Centro Avenue, Hollywood.
Thank you.
Ну, поехали.
You know the way. You can drive.
А что мы в отделении полиции не нашли? Видимо, какую-то
Jack was a
улику.
company sergeant. He would never get involved in something like this.
We brace him and drag him downtown.
Won't work. He's a tough customer.
That smells awful.
Джек Келса. Ну, посмотрим, посмотрим.
Hello, Jack. This is Detective Roy Earl.
Hello, Cole.
We would like a word.
Would you like to come inside?
Actually, we'd prefer if you'd come downtown with us. Do you mind?
Do I have any choice?
No, you don't.
Are you going to tell me what this is all about?
It would be better for all of us if we discussed it at the station.
Bad move, Cole.
How have you been, Jack?
Cut the crap. You pick me up in front of my apartment like a common criminal and then expect small talk? Fuck you.
Обидчивый.
Do you know that there's a gang war going on in LA trying to recover that stolen morphine?
That has nothing to do with me.
Ну, ясно, что брешет. А декларацию указать? Ну, это единственное, что связывает. Это или сомнение, или ложь. Давайте ложь.
Jack, you know about the morphine. You weren't involved, but you know who is.
You can't prove what I know and what I don't know, Cole. This is going nowhere. I'm done with this.
Понял?
Did you know that Eddie McGoldrick recently came into money and bought a nightclub?
No, I didn't know that.
And you didn't know that some mobsters blew his brains out last night?
No, I didn't.
You heard that a crate of BARs went missing?
No, I didn't.
I saw Felix Alvaro today.
Good. How was he?
A little pale. One of Mickey Cohen's goons had emptied about 60 BAR rounds into the bus he was driving. A public bus, in the middle of Hollywood. Are you going to tell me what's going on? Or do more innocent people have to die?
Yeah, and what's in it for you, Cole? Newspapers? More glory? Another promotion? Another medal at the expense of men who fought for their country? Count me out.
Ну, в прошлый раз нам показывали ролик, как нам дали медальку. Типа Коул выжил. Но разве он за счет других получил? Ему просто дали медальку. Потому что он один остался. Это можно сказать? Ну, это ж не корыстная цель была. Он просто выжил. И ему дали медальку. А этот Келса нападает, как будто Коул прям... В смысле, как крыса. Ну, пока мне не показывали, чтобы он вел себя как крыса.
know about the Army surplus robbery from the Coolidge, Jack?
What I know is that on 3 separate occasions you would have been dead if it weren't for me. I don't know anything about the robbery.
Ограбление явно он знает. Блин. Ну, нахрена убирать истину, когда это нам вообще ничего не скажет? Понятно, что он или сомнение, или ложь. Я осуждаю вот такие вот реализации говна. Опять на декларацию указать? Ну, как бы в учебке он был эталонным ублюдком, да? И был крысой на войне. Это как-то соотносится между собой? Да и в учебке я что-то не видел, опять же, по роликам. Про ограбление мне ничего не известно. То есть инфы у нас же опять никакой нет. Никакой инфы.
People are dying because morphine intended to help servicemen is being used on the street. Now we have guys from our old unit being killed by mobsters. We can put 2 and 2 together, Jack.
Gratitude isn't a concept that has much effect on you, is it, Cole?
Answer the question, Jack. Let's get this over with.
I was interviewed
Ну
when
вот
the
откуда у
robbery
тебя
took
эти
place.
знания, Смех?
I don't
Его
have anything
отряд
further to
погиб
add.
из-за него.
Jack, we just want information.
Bullshit, Cole. Did you seriously believe that dragging me down here would get me to give up my own guys? You call yourself a Marine? Trying to make a name for yourself with this shitheel?
Я, может, конечно, все пропустил.
$200 suit and $2,000 car.
Что-то не понял, но такого впечатления у меня не создалось.
I'd like to make you for this. I really would. I'm going to be working on it and keeping an eye on you. You can go now.
Shooting, Robert Steiner, 6780 West Sunset Boulevard. The victim is a Chris Majowski.
Another name from the manifest?
Куда ты побежал?
How many more friends of yours are going to get plugged here?
У меня как бы не положительное, но не отрицательное отношение к Колу.
Being trapped in an elevator with a married couple who can't decide whether they love each other or hate each other.
We go back a long way.
You went too easy on him. Next time, you leave it to me. I know how to handle that smug son of a bitch.
You don't. Jack will never give up his own men.
Хотя тот же Келса мне нравится больше, да? Ну, по роликам, по крайней мере.
Shot the man. 2 of them officers, they went that way.
Go on, get after him.
I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps.
Стреляй, что ты видишь цель?
Getting close and steer him off the tar. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires. Hit him. Clear this asshole off the road.
Саня, блин,
It's no
ты что,
good. We
водить
need to
не
get
умеешь?
closer. Let's see how fast he runs on bare rims.
Да дайте выстрелить. Блин. Хорошая машина. 26 раз по ней попали, а ей хоть бы хны. Теперь диспетчеру неоткуда звонить будет. Плохо. Шелдон, 25 лет, рост 5, темный волос.
Cohen is meeting with Sheldon tonight.
Ну, не знаю, дырки хоть остаться должны быть. То есть правую, может так, на низ. Ну, я имею в виду, нам катсцену показывают, и машина целая вообще, ничего с ней не произошло.
An LAPD file. We have a traitor in our midst. All of the names on the list have a hit team assigned to them.
Не, понятно, что когда мы ехали, все было. А вот после...
We have to look at damage limitation. We can't allow that strumpet Brent Allen to bring down the whole administration.
We've got to put a lid on the press. Can't someone talk to Harry over at the Times?
It's too late. The Times would look ridiculous if we dropped the story now.
Who is this Stoker?
Stoker's a lily-white. Nothing that will fix this in the short term.
My law and order credentials are disappearing as we speak. Can we get Brenda to leave town?
Yes, we can, but she won't go quietly. Brenda has extensive records.
Can she at least lay low?
That's already been taken care of.
Mayor? District Attorney?
Who is this guy? And what does he want, Horrell?
The name's Roy Earl, detective, administrative vice.
Aren't you one of the clowns that got us into this mess?
Oh, I think that the orders regarding Brenda come down, not up, Mayor. I have a human interest story. It involves a certain LAPD cop, a hero from the war, who has let his beautiful wife and kids down, who has betrayed America for a German junkie whore, who has abandoned his pledge to the LAPD and his commitment to the public. We all serve. Could be all over the papers by tomorrow, and you would be off the hook.
So what do you want in return, Roy? Fingering a fellow officer.
Про пещеру ролик смотрел? Не смотрел. Меня сдают. Вы не охренели? А я всего-то зашел на чай. Ах ты тварь. Можно застрелить его? А я тебя считал почти братом.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Do we know where we're going?
Мой личный водитель меня предал.
They're taking out all the guys from the ship.
Why? How does that get them the dope?
They obviously don't know who has the morphine, and they're waiting for someone to crack.
Почему ты застрелил его? Видение после газеты постило? Он сливал меня. Да. Так и... Алло, я б не объяснял, я сказал бы, что его просто застрелили. Как они открыто стоят. Когда ты успел подрубить стрим утром? по-быстрому подрубил и все. Алло, тебе шапку не мешает, чел? Бронешапка, как в РДР? Видимо, да. Бля, он еще живой немножко.
Tell Courtney. Bad luck. It was worth a try.
Да все, все. Замолчи, дай мне руку посмотреть. Да блин, не лицо.
Polar Bear Ice Company.
Сначала шляп слетает, а он в оглушении.
Wonder whether it was worth it.
Most people never get the chance to be rich. Wouldn't you risk it?
Рискнул бы я ради денег, чат. Да отстань ты со своей головой, не хочу его голову смотреть. Блин. Сейчас бы голову смотреть. А что ему не оказали помощь, я не понял. Если тот чел как бы так долго умирал, что ему помощь не оказали? Нахрена они тут стрельбу начали? Вопрос. Чего ради? Ты тоже слегка жив? Который ты создал? В смысле, который я создал? Я профессиональный водила.
Looks like Sheldon is bringing his own fire team with him.
Juski, Beckett, Goldrick, Driscoll, these are good guys. Why did they get wrapped up in this thing?
Not everyone has your unwavering restraint in the face of temptation, Cole.
Да, кто бы говорил мне, Рой. Кто бы мне говорил? Не все говорят.
You're behind the wheel. Where are we going?
Так-то мы уже плюс-минус все знаем, но поедем еще. В театр заедем. Что там искать непонятно.
This isn't looking good. I feel like the fat kid at the back of a race.
You sure it's Cohen making the hits?
All fingers point his way. Your buddies are in way over their heads. Being a Marine doesn't mean shit out here.
Хорошее начало.
Get in close and steer him off the tar. take the shot from here, Cole.
Чел, кто так рулит? Алло. Имей совесть.
Getting close. Steer him off the tar. I'll try for the tires. Keep your foot down. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. Quit horsing around, Phelps.
LAPD, put your hands in the air.
Дай, дубина. Блин. Жаль, нельзя типа наставить оружие, чтобы они бросили его. Мастер. Ломастер. С него шапку сняли, вы смотрите. Хреново попали. И чё? Какой смысл мы ехали в театр? Я не очень понял.
You know the way. You can drive.
All right, where to?
Jazz Club. Да за шо? Нас за шо?
Keep moving, I'll cover you. On the roof, Cole, nail him.
Кто?
Throw out the gun.
Подожди. Стреляй в напарника, он крыса. Ля-ля. Его видали? Это чел, бля. Ты свой, чужой?
I'm wide open here.
Может, в машину сядем? Может, в машину сядем?
I'm gonna put out an APB on every one of the sons of bitches on that
APL to car 11K, car 11 King, come in.
Car 11 King.
11K, go to Hollywood Station. Hey, Courtney Sheldon is at Hollywood Station requesting an interview with Detective Cole Phelps.
Well, I'll be damned.
That's not correct protocol, 11K.
Ну, не будет же он без шляпы.
Car 11 King en route.
Он же не будет без шляпы, давайте поедем. А, нам надо все-таки... А, нет. У них и так не было шансов, беднях. Упс. Поцарапал твою машину, Рой. Прости. Немножко Ой, опять поцарапал. Прости. Случайно вышло.
Roy, in my office, if you please.
I'm working a major case. I'm not close, Cap. It's gonna have to wait.
Let Phelps do the interrogation.
But, Cap.
No buts. This is more important.
Poor guy must be going.
Так Рой никогда еще допросы не проводил. Здрасте.
You're an interview too, Phelps.
There's a quack in there with
Во второй, да?
What gives?
Beats me.
Word came down from the chief.
Sheldon, is this your attorney?
No, detective. This is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He came down here to help me out.
How do you do, sir?
You stole the morphine from the Coolidge.
You can't prove that.
Let's see if I can try. And what is your relationship to Sheldon, sir?
Tutor, mentor. Mr. Sheldon is a medical student of mine. He has a very bright future.
Oh, that's nice to know. Too bad all of your war buddies won't get to see your graduation. I would have asked Beckett or Majewski or Driscoll about their involvement, but that's difficult, considering they're all dead. It leaves you, Sheldon.
You can't blame their deaths on me, Phelps.
Угу.
You're lying, Courtney. The other guys aren't smart enough to attempt something like this. You either give it up, or I go after Jack for it.
And how do you prove that, Cole?
Столько записок на самом деле, где Шелдон упоминается, да? Столько записок, а нужно только одна. Какая? Признание? Непонятно. Давайте попробуем.
Jack isn't scared of you, Phelps. And none of us were. We just followed your orders.
You were on the ship, Sheldon.
Yes, that's correct.
So you had opportunity.
But it doesn't mean that I was involved.
Бля, сейчас он уверен. Удивительно. Как-то он хотел это закончить, Кортни. Ну, давайте поверим.
How do you think this is gonna play out, Courtney? It's either gonna be you or Jack.
What's this got to do with Jack? Jack would never be involved in anything like this.
But you would.
He has already denied any wrongdoing. Have you finished, detective?
Сюда, 0.
I'm just getting started. You have an answer for everything, Courtney. Let's hope Jack does, because now I'm going after him. Is there anyone you're not prepared to sacrifice?
Jack is not in this. He's a good guy.
You or Jack, Courtney. I don't care who goes to jail. I just want the morphine off the street.
What are you offering, Cole?
Don't be ridiculous, son. This man is gambling.
What's your offer?
Doctor, good to see you.
I'm conducting an investigation.
Upstairs in my office now.
This man is about to confess.
As of now, you're suspended from duty, pending a fitness review.
What are you talking about?
You heard the man, Phelps. Upstairs and face the music like the hero you were. You certainly had us fooled, Detective. Phelps, you're one of my favorite sons. You've broken this old man's heart.
Sir, what is going on here?
You're suspended, Phelps. Hand over your badge and gun.
Don't keep him waiting.
What is going on here?
Your wife's attorney has pictures of you and the German. Compromising pictures, lad.
She's pressing charges. You'll be formally charged with adultery. A criminal cannot serve as an LAPD officer, as I'm sure you're aware.
I don't understand.
How could you do it, lad? Your wife, your children, consorting with the enemy and a dope fiend at that. You're lucky the war is over. You'd be taken out and shot.
The department doesn't need this kind of publicity, Phelps. Hand over the gun, keep your head down until your board hearing. I forbid you to make any comments to the press. What the hell were you thinking?
Странное ощущение. Опа, это жена.
Marie, listen, Marie, I need to explain.
Please leave. You're upsetting the girls.
Let me see them, Marie. They're my daughters.
Go to her, Cole. You have done enough damage here. Do you want me to call the police?
For God's sake, Marie. Can't we at least talk?
What is there to talk about? Do you love her? Do you? What were you thinking? What about our children? Can you imagine what this has been like for them? Go away, Cole. My father has hired an attorney and you will be hearing from him.
Почему странные? Ну, потому что как бы из измены человека сделали непонятно что. Специально сделали, понятное дело, но ощущается это все равно странно. Опа, а вот и новости. Ну да, к немке он сам пошел. Тут никто не спорит. И разборки с семьей, если есть доказательства, это нормальное дело. Но при чем тут полицейский участок? Работа, все дела. Это не подстроен? Нет, но он сам виноват. Так-то. И что, он к ней пошел? Серьезно? Или к Рою? Если к ней, то это, конечно, косяк. Чел. Он заслужил, получается. Ну, в общагу пойти. Не мог ничего сделать. Понижение. Отдел расследования поджогов. Вот так вот. Выбрал себе другую женщину до развода и все. Понижение. Газманов. Чат, на этом мы сегодня заканчиваем. Газманова будем смотреть завтра. А сегодня... А кто там пишет? Не так много. Угу. Понял. Так, чат, я через 2 минуты. Через 2 минуты подрублю, как обычно.